Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody. Jamie and Marcus here.
Welcome back to Building Your Dream Restaurant. And this is our little show, our podcast, 15 minutes to a half an hour on what we've learned and what we can share about the restaurant industry.
And working together,
Working
and being entrepreneurs together, and building our dream life, our dream, um, what we enjoy doing, right? Because everybody's enjoyment is completely different. And so we enjoy bringing great food, great drinks, traveling, and all of the things that go around all of that. So,
All right, so I have a question for you.
oh boy.
We went out the other night for our birthday party.
Yes.
Went to a place that has a bar. As you know, but they've had a bar, and I couldn't figure out. They're leasing the bar out to another space now. It's like an amusement place, games and stuff like that. Leasing the bar out to another place, and I want you to sort of describe their brand. So, from what I take is
Number one, we don't know their brand.
we don't
I
know
know you were like, what's the brand? We have no idea.
who they are.
A bar.
Just a bar.
It's just a bar. And supposedly another restaurant has come in to run the bar and the kitchen, is what we're understanding.
Right. So it's a new operator in
Right.
this amusement.
Right. And it just
like,
opened
just
that
opened.
weekend.
So it's a new operator. It's another local bar or something somewhere else, or it was open somewhere else. I'm not really sure. So
No, it's another bar operator. They have a bar somewhere else and they're operating in there.
They already have another location.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Yes.
And I went to the bar a couple times.
Yes.
Didn't know that.
Well, you wouldn't know that because it's totally different. Yeah.
Right. What are they doing wrong now?
Oh gosh. So many things. Number one.
I want your insights on
Okay.
the operation.
Okay, so let me give a little brief overview. So it is in an amusement type situation. There's some kid activities, there's adult activities, obviously the bar, and they have food, and it's kind of attached to this center. And you walk in, and then there's the bar. So there were a few observations that I made. I went up and ordered a drink. And it was not it wasn't very friendly. It was not friendly at all. It was very what's the word? It's uninviting. It was
Dogs.
the dogs are
Dogs have arrived.
so it's very uninviting. The bar is a mess. There are bottles everywhere.
Were they busy?
Um, would I say they were busy? Maybe for them, they were busy for their opening weekend.
For them.
For them, they were busy. They definitely weren't busy. There were two bartenders and there were two sections of the bar. So each section had the same things on it, but they both seemed to be working in the same area. So they weren't utilizing the whole bar at all. And there were two servers, and maybe there were 10 people at the bar. Maybe there were 20 people that were drinking all together, kind of in the seating area as well.
So overall busy. Were they
say they were steady.
steady?
They were steady because
They weren't packed.
They weren't packed. It wasn't like a packed bar. Number one, the bartenders did not smile at all. They were extremely unfriendly, and they were very, very, very slow. It seems to me that they're using a new system, right, that they're not used to in terms of taking payments and things like that. They don't have a system for recording what people have had already to drink, and they're just all over the place. Like they just didn't seem to have any rhythm. They didn't even seem like they had ever really been making drinks before. They were out of limes. They didn't even have limes for drinks. I ordered a gin and tonic. They didn't even have any limes. So they just seemed very
Saturday night.
This was a Saturday night. And they gave me a lemon, and the lemon was slimy, and I took it out and I gave it back to them because I was like, I don't want that. So I don't know how long they were open for. They just seemed very all over the place. There was no management there. We were watching a football game. We asked them to change the football game on a TV. And they said, well, we can't do that. We don't have the ability to do that, but I'll ask somebody. They never came back and followed up with us. They never even, responded
Right,
to it.
because we were sitting at a table and the one side had the game we were watching on, but not everybody's sitting at the one side of our table. So we were
Right.
around the table. The other people viewing
There was nobody really viewing the other
the other two
TVs.
TVs was the same game on both TVs. Both TVs were next to each other with the same game on.
Oh, right.
So we were just like, take the one channel, one
Right.
TV, and put the other game on that we're all watching. Just so
It was a different game. Right.
And her answer was, I don't have control
I
of
don't
the
have
kid.
control over that.
Well,
She never even asked, nor did she ever even come back over.
so my question was, well, like, who does have control?
Right.
Who
She
does have
had no
control?
idea.
Right,
They
no
had no
idea.
idea.
No idea.
So it seemed to me there was no management. There was nobody there um, answering questions or helping them out or anything like that. So it seemed very unorganized, extremely unorganized. And they had no idea what liquor they had. They had no idea where things were.
I went up at one point with a friend, and he had the point where the bottle
Right.
was of the tequila that he was trying to get. He was like, that's it right there.
I mean, even at one point, one bartender was making a drink and she moved the cup over, and the other one came and poured something in it, and it wasn't even her drink. And I saw all of that happening, and I actually felt a little bad for them, but they had no personality, so it was kind of hard to even like have a conversation with them. They were just busy making drinks. They were drink makers. They weren't there to give you an experience at all. And I would say that for me, going to this particular place, being able to do an activity, a sports type activity, having a drink, hanging out with friends, all kind of went together into one. I mean, we were there for a birthday party, so it was just a very interesting dynamic. It wouldn't be a place that I would think of going back to because of that disorganization.
So I went up twice to get drinks. I wasn't drinking. I was just getting drinks for you and what I was going.
You're getting drinks for something
Somebody else. So I was going. I would stand there
They didn't even acknowledge you.
and not even acknowledge me. And
And they're just walking back and forth, back and forth.
the
back and
bar,
forth.
the bar rail was filled with all dirty glasses. Every time I went up, there were dirty glasses. Here's the thing: they were using plastic glasses,
Plastic cup.
plastic cups, but all the whole bar rail, dirty glasses on it. Like,
throw them away.
and I'm standing there, and I'm the only one standing there. I would say they were 25% occupied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she's back there, her head down, like it's like she's washing things and doing stuff. And literally, I was like, okay. So my first impression was, well, she's not the bartender. She's just the bar back, and she's like just cleaning glasses. But then she looked up a minute later, 2 minutes later, and when you're standing there for a minute, it feels like eternity. She said, "Up, can I get you a drink?" And I was like, "Yeah." So realized she's one of the two bartenders that were there, and that experience happened twice when I walked to the
And other people said it too because they were waiting to get water, they were waiting to get another drink, and there was no interaction whatsoever.
No interaction.
No interaction.
The host of this, who spent a lot of money with the food and pictures of beer and this, that, she couldn't even get water for her kids. She wanted water for her kids, and she's like, I can't even get water for my kids. I'm just standing here. Nobody's like acknowledging me. And again, they're only 25% occupied. They're not packed. If it was packed, it would have been something different. So so what is biggest takeaway here? What is your biggest suggestion to them?
Get organized and have system, have a plan in place.
So when you say get organized,
get organized. I mean,
give an example.
know where things are behind the bar. You take this section of the bar, I'll take this section of the bar, and smile. Right? Smile. Be happy that you're there. They just looked miserable. They looked miserable. They didn't seem like they even enjoyed their job, and that comes off on your guests, right? Like that comes off on the people that are waiting for drinks. Like they're not happy, that they're waiting a long time. And then you have a bartender who doesn't care. You don't even want to leave them a tip, like it's not you.
We always leave a tip when we go out. And especially because we're in the restaurant industry, I never want to not leave a tip because it reflects on us.
Right, of
in
course.
the industry. But I got to tell you, I did not leave a 20% tip. I did not leave that at all. I felt
like we were a bother to them.
We were a bother.
And so, organization, I mean everything from start to finish. I mean, know where things are behind the bar, know what section of the bar you're actually helping. If there's going to be two of you, then you need to know which section you're going to be helping. You need to be organized on both sides. So, what I think it is there's only one soda gun and it's at the corner, right? But there's two sections of the bar where the same liquor is on each side, right?
Interesting.
And so I think the soda gun is only on one side, is what I'm thinking. It's in the wrong place. It should be in the middle so that you can go back and forth.
Now, I used to have a friend that worked in this place before it was operated by this outfit, and she claimed that she would make $400 or $500 a night in tips, which means it's an extremely packed, busy bar. Extremely packed, busy bar. Event center. Packed. Now, I don't know how they, I have no idea if they were even, the place would have been that busy, how they would have even survived.
Yeah, they probably
They would not have survived. It would have been a disaster because it was actually 25% occupancy.
Yeah. So
So, okay,
organization.
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 So let's give an example of this to people. So they make a drink. Then what happens after they make the drink? Where does the bottle go?
Should go right where it came from, right? In the same spot. Everything should have a location on the bar.
So I like that because when I went to the bar every time, the bottles were turned back.
Turned backwards. You couldn't.
And my friend actually had to tell them that's where the tequila is over there.
Right. So that's what I mean by organization. And then then the next thing is you're cleaning the dirty glasses off the bar while you're serving new glasses. You're wiping the bar down. The bar was dirty, it was sticky. I never saw them wipe the bar down at all. So being organized and clean and smiling, all of those things kind of go together, all into making the experience what it is. The
For me, a smile would have made a difference.
Smile would have made it.
I felt they were
bothered. Yeah.
Now, how about no? So now all the dirty glasses. So let's say they were.
Back there. I didn't see a sink. Did you see them?
I saw them. I saw them washing.
So dump the glasses and they're plastic. Throw them in the garbage. Simple. Very
glasses
simple.
on the bar were glass.
I felt that they were very slow too, because I don't think they were organized, which made them very slow, and they were constantly turning around looking for things, not knowing where things were. And then you have a handheld, POS where they're putting in the drinks that you've had, and that's taking a really long time. So sometimes, technology isn't always the best for certain situations. Right? Because if you're staring at this and you're not looking at what's in front of you, right? It's the same with phones too. If you're not looking what's in front of you, then you're gonna miss things, and you can't pay attention to all that. And maybe it's because they were new. Maybe if we gave them another shot and we went back, maybe we'd see something completely different.
If they were first-time bar owners, I'd be like, okay, they have a lot to learn. But knowing that they now have another place,
right.
That's a tough one for me.
But maybe that isn't like they don't care like that. Like that's not the hospitality that they're in. That's not the.
So I like that word care.
They don't care.
I really like that word care. So now, who doesn't care? The employees or the owner?
The owner. Because the owner, if the owner doesn't care, then the employees aren't going to care. If the owner isn't taking the pride in it, then there's no.
So I saw what would appear to be a manager walking around. There was a lady and then a guy. They were throwing garbage out on the tables. I didn't know if they were.
They were working in the kitchen. Because we asked for a knife to cut the cake, and they came out of the kitchen with it.
So they appear to be managers. I definitely saw the person who was cooking.
Okay.
She was an older lady with an apron on. I definitely saw her cooking because she brought out some food at some point. But I had no idea they even had food.
There were no menus on the table at all.
No menus.
I only knew because our friend had a menu at the bar. She must have asked for a menu. There were no menus at the table at all. She probably would have ordered something too. Try it out, see how it is.
How much money do you think they were losing by not being
a lot of money?
Not
a lot of money. A lot of money, right? Because money, the bar is. I mean, people are going to eat when they're at the bar, right? And we were sitting there watching the game. We would have had, small things in front of us. We would have ordered some stuff for the table, that kind of stuff.
The common joke that night was it's a yard sale at the bar, and it's very slow service.
Very slow.
And again, only 25% off.
They would have made more money if they would have had a third person there walking around getting food for people, asking people at the tables if they wanted drinks. I found that kind of annoying that I had to get up and go ask for what I needed.
Right.
I felt like I was in a college bar, is what I really felt
They
like.
would have made a lot more money if they would have smiled.
Yes.
Simple smile.
Simple smile.
The most powerful, we talk about this in our team training, the most powerful sales tool ever. Doesn't matter your product knowledge, none of that matters. The first and foremost is the smile.
Oh, yes.
The smile is what greets people. When people walk into a door in a restaurant or they sit at a bar, they see the hostess, sit at a bartender, and the bartender can walk, they know within a split second if they're getting along based upon the energy of a person. And when you smile, your whole energy, your whole demeanor, everything changes. It's impossible to fake a smile. You can try it, but people know, and it's not. When you do a real smile to somebody,
Yeah.
it's totally legitimate, and that right there is the number one sales tool.
Yeah.
From there on, you have a much better chance of things going right than wrong.
Absolutely.
So I knew right away as soon as I walked through the
That
bar.
it was not. I knew.
I knew. We all knew. Just look up at me and smile. If you're busy, I'll be right with you. Be right there.
That goes a long way than not even acknowledging you at all.
Here's our menu. Here's our food menu. I'll be right with you. I'm just like, right? Like,
And again, maybe they're just so new. I'm not sure. It definitely is a place that we'll give a second shot to because we would. Um, but but smile is the big takeaway from all this
smile.
today. So
Smile.
so how can they find us?
So restaurantgrowthsecretsuniversity.com. You can go on there. We have tons of content, free information. We love helping other restaurateurs. We love sharing our knowledge. We love sharing our mistakes. What mistakes restaurant owners make. So we love sharing our mistakes. We love all that kind of stuff. So go there, look at the shortcuts that we've created to be a success and to build your dream restaurant.
Absolutely.
Life.
So this is Jamie and Marcus. We appreciate you listening, watching, however you're seeing this, and we'll catch everybody soon.
Goodbye.